The next comedian coming to the stage, a very, very good friend of mine. We just got off tour together. We had a fantastic fucking time. He's actually going back on tour very soon with Carlos Valencia, going all around. The man's building name. Give it up for John Gibson.
What's up, everybody? How are we doing tonight?
Good.
Give yourselves a round of applause for being in here, man. This is awesome. Thank y'all for showing up. This is so awesome. So is it a true sign of alcoholism when you take whatever you were drinking the night before and make it a verb? Like, hey John, what'd you do last night? I bourboned. Hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Millerin'. I got a crazy family, man. I got this crazy uncle. My crazy uncle's named David. Like, he's Ohio redneck. Like, and what happens is when you have a northern redneck, they want to be a southern redneck. Like, they want so bad to live in the South that they just go ape shit nuts. I mean, the dude has a refrigerator in his garage with a keg of Old Milwaukee tapped on it. It's disgusting. I went and I visited him, and I was like, Uncle David, man, why do you always hang out in the garage? He's like, because my dipshit son with his dipshit wife taking up the house, and I can't smoke inside, so this is my house now. I'm like, dude, are you serious? When I was a kid growing up, he used to do crazy stuff. Like, if me and the cousins would get in a fight, he always had this thing. He'd be like, y'all fighting? Go get the gloves. And what that meant was you went and got boxing gloves, and you duked it out, which is nuts to me. But he got progressively worse because he'd drink a bunch of Old Milwaukee, and they'd be like, John, you didn't finish your Brussels sprouts. Go get the gloves. And I'm like, dude, you're 40, I'm 8. This does not work. Like, you win every time. It's so nuts, man. My sister likes to do stuff. She likes to ask me advice about her kids. Like, I was at a softball game one time with my niece. Her name is Morgan. She is awesome. I was at a softball game. I was kind of drunk because I drink a lot. A lot. And I was at the softball game, and I looked at my sister, and I was thinking about the softball game. I was like, so Morgan plays softball and basketball and volleyball. And she has this special friend that comes over all the time. Is it weird that your kid's gay? And my sister was like, we're Baptist, she can't be gay. I'm like, yeah, that's how that works. She asked me crazy advice about my nephew too. She was like, John, Logan's in middle school and there's some crazy stuff going on. I'm like, what? What's going on? Well, I need you to give him some advice. I need you to teach him some things. Can you help me out? Because you're only a guy and he looks up to you. I was like, what is going on? And I was freaking out. She's like, John, the girls are giving the boys blowjobs in middle school. And I was like, what the hell you want me to teach him? Like, how to high five correctly? Like, yeah, buddy, way to go. Like, good job. That, like, how do you, you know what I mean? Like, you want me to just pat him on the back and just be like, yeah, man, can I come to school? Like, no, that's weird because I'm old. It's crazy like that. I do get on occasion to bring a girl back home and meet the family and stuff like that. I did bring a girl home. I don't want to, should I say her name? Her name's Kelly, it doesn't matter, she's not here. I took her home, and like the first day was going real well, y'all. The first day was amazing. And then by the second day, we're like fighting and arguing. And I'm like, oh my God, why are we fighting? Like, what did I do? Because it's obviously my fault, because I'm a guy. We're just fighting and arguing, and all of a sudden in the background I hear, go get the gloves! And I'm like, no, Uncle David, we don't do that, sir. We don't. It does not happen. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I am a ginger. I'm also an alcoholic. I puked in my shower the other morning. And for those of y'all that don't know about puking in your shower, I'm gonna give you a little example. When you're bent over and you're puking in your shower, and the shower's hitting you on the back of the head, it's like a million little fingers going, it's going to be okay, John. It's like I got my own sorority girl that's going to tuck me in later, hold my hair back. It's so awesome. But I am a ginger, and the other day, like I was talking to this girl outside, and she was like, you know, the same letters that are in ginger are in Nigger. what do you think about that? And I was like, okay. She's like, do you know what that makes you? And I was like, not as big of a racist as you are. I actually did a show the other day, a couple weeks ago, and I'll tell you about the show. So, Ohio State Buckeyes won the national championship in football. You know what I'm talking about? I'm a big Buckeye fan. And my friend Ron, he's a big Buckeye fan. And I bought him a shirt, and he bought me a hat. It was really cool. And then he posted on Instagram the next day. He was like, my Negro John got me this shirt. Hell yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I'm part of the club. Like, holy shit. And I like called up my dad. I'm like, Dad, I made it. He's like, what'd you do? I'm like, I'm a Negro now. And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I made it. I'm sorry. I did that joke at a comedy club, and the only other black comedian on the stage, he just walks up at me all angry, and he was like, you should have said the word. And I was like, I'm sorry, massa. And I was all confused. I didn't know what was going on. It was crazy. It was crazy. I do think gingers should have their own month. Like, if you're a ginger, you should have your own month. Like, but knowing like how people put months with people, they give the gingers the October month. They'd be like, yeah, you can have a month, ginger boy. How about Halloween month so you can hang out with all the clowns, you freak? One last thing I'll leave y'all with. They say when you first start drinking, they tell you little things like liquor before beer, never fear. Beer before liquor, never sicker. You know what I'm talking about? So what do you do for people like me that drink liquor and beer at the same time? I found out a couple weeks ago, it goes like this. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can ever be used against you. And I was so pissed off, and I was like, all right, officer, you think that way? Go get the gloves.